all over again.
Whoa, man, there's that Bledsoe. He just whipped the ball in a bead. Oh, my. He just fired the ball. Budenholzer in the face of Eric Bledsoe. He's got to be tossed out of here. Are you kidding me?
Not just tossed, but out of here.
Unbelievable. I have not seen a violent act like that in years.
Got the sledgehammer, for the love of God.
This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome to Grady Fields. And we're ready for Alamogordo Lady Tiger fast pitch softball as they face off against the Gadsden Lady Panthers. Lady Tigers coming off an 11-0 win on Tuesday over the Lady Panthers, and would certainly love to come away with the week sweep between the games today, and of course the game on Tuesday as well. Valerie Contreras warming up in the circle as she'll be pitching for Alamogordo. Behind home plate, it is Casey Bowman. Kendall Lunar is over at first. At second, it's Tori Barunda. Shortstop is Taylor Murphy. Third base is Brandy Cunningham. In the outfield for the Lady Tigers, Kayla Lunar. In center, she's in left actually, in center is Shauna Williams. And in right, it is Miranda Billings. For the Lady Panthers, they will lead off with Alyssa Pacheco, their starting catcher. Panthers are dressed in maroon jerseys with gray pants and maroon socks, gold numerals with white outlining. And we're still on a little bit of a hold before we get started here. Home plate umpire is, I don't know if it's the field umpire we're waiting on at the second. But anyway, the rest of the lineup, AJ Salcido is the shortstop, and she will wear number 12. Susie Mendoza, she's the second baseman, wearing number 2. Alyssa Chavez, number 14. It looks like we're ready to go now. It might have just been the Gadsden coach coming out into the field. All right, first pitch from Valerie is a softball ground ball right back to her. She'll toss it on to first, and an easy 1-3 put out to get this game underway. Naelia Molina is the third baseman, and she'll bat number 5. In the number 6 spots, Imaili Munoz, wearing number 6. She is the left fielder. Right fielder, Crystal Holguin, wearing number 47. Number 17, Bianca Herrera, the catcher. She bats 8th, and batting 9th, Darlene Anchando. Fouled off by AJ Salcido. Delivery from Valerie Contreras. And we've got the first base coach now making his way over to the first base box as well. Gadsden was a little bit late getting here. Off-speed pitch misses high, 1-1. They showed up about 30 minutes before game time, and we're probably getting started about 5-10 minutes later than we normally would at 4 o'clock, but it's really not too far off. Pitch misses high and took a shot off of the home plate umpire's mask, and he's going to take that off and collect himself a little bit. Made quite the loud sound, or the kind of heavy sound, so hopefully he's okay. 2-1. And that'll miss low. The count's 3-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. 3-2. Salcido didn't look like she especially liked that strike call, but goes against her. 3-2. Fouls it off and out of play, and we'll do it again. Getting some instructions from her head coach in the third base box before she steps back in. Salcido. Watch that one miss high and away, and it's a walk for Contreras. So a base runner for the Lady Panthers. And it's been a tough week, I know, for the folks at Gadsden High School. Beto Romero, a member of their baseball team, was struck and killed in a car accident on Wednesday. And they are having memorial services before the baseball game, which is being played down at Anthony. The Tigers are, of course, down there. And just an exceptionally sad situation. But everybody wanted to get out there and play, and The Gadsden ladies have themselves a base hit here. First pitch was a strike, and then Susie Mendoza goes right back up the middle with a base hit. And it'll be first and second here for Gadsden with one down in the top of the first inning. This is a little pop-up behind home plate, and Bowman was trying to work her way around the home plate umpire, but wasn't able to, I think, spot the ball fast enough, and it'll end up being a strike. Seemed like it might have been a playable ball there. The 0-1 misses outside, and the count evens at 1-1. Trying to go inside, can't get the call. 2-1. Gadsden comes in at 1-8, 0-4 in district. The Lady Tigers come into this afternoon's matchup at 9-6. They are 3-4 in district play. Called on the outside corner this time for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2 here on Alyssa Chavez, the first baseman. First and second with 1 out. And a little ground ball right back to Contreras. She goes to third and then goes to first, and they get the double play. They did. So certainly not the typical double play. That goes 1-5-3 on the double play. And the Lady Tigers will end the inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. No score. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.77.
The Winner's Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winner's Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winner's Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for high-quality, factory-authorized service for your ATV or motorcycle? Check out White Sands Motorsports. Our experienced service technicians ready to provide you with fast, efficient service on your sport vehicle. Whether it's a brand new purchase or your daily driver, White Sands Motorsports provides estimates, warranty work, safety inspections, and of course customizations to fit your personality. White Sands Motorsports will help you maintain your investment. 21070 Highway 70 West in Alamogordo. Call 437-8189 to schedule an appointment today.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Lady Tiger fast pitch here on a Friday afternoon doubleheader. Really nice day today. Wind isn't too bad. I'm sure I probably will jinx that. But a little bit of cloud coverage and just really nice for a couple of games this evening. So if you're listening to us here in the area, come on down, and got a pretty good crowd on hands. Got a concession stand open up, and you can enjoy a couple of games here against the Lady Panthers. The Lady Tigers get ready to settle in, and they've given the pitcher for the Lady Panthers, seems like she's had pretty long warm-up, and I guess we're ready to go. It seemed longer than normal. I don't know if it just seemed different to me, but anyway, should be ready to go. Seemed like the warm-up overall took a little bit longer for Gadsden, maybe giving them a little bit of extra time. Again, they got here just a little bit late before this evening's game. And the starting pitcher for the Lady Panthers is Bianca Herrera. She will be throwing to Alyssa Pacheco, who is behind home plate. Brandy Cunningham leading things off. She has all season for the Lady Tigers. Batting from the left-hand side, facing the right-handed pitching Herrera. Taylor Murphy in the on-deck circle. We'll roll through the rest of the lineup here in a second. Pitch misses way high and away. 1-0 to Cunningham. Tori Barunda bats third. Kayla Lunar bats in number 4 spot. Shauna Williams will bat 5th. Batting 6th is Kendall Lunar. Ariana Carrera batting 7th. In the number 8 spot is Miranda Billings. And Casey Bowman will hit 9th. That's high as well. 2-0 to Cunningham. Rest of the defensive setup for Gadsden. At first base, Alyssa Chavez. Susie Mendoza is at second. AJ Salcido at short. And Nayeli Molina is at third. Amaili Munoz in left. In center, Darlene Anchando. There's the pitch to Cunningham. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1. And the right fielder is Crystal Holguin. Bottom of first, game 1 of a doubleheader. And the 2-0 coming, or 2-1 coming. This is softly hit in shallow left field, and that's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Cunningham is going to get to second. It wasn't played especially well by Munoz out there, and it just kind of dribbled past her and it allowed Cunningham to pick up the double. Taylor Field comes to the plate now. Lady Tigers, by the way, are in white jerseys with gold numerals, black pants today. Murphy will watch that one and strike. 0-1 to the Lady Tigers shortstop. The 0-1 looks to bunt and can't quite keep it fair. 0-2 as it squibbed up the third base line. And that'll miss on the 0-2 and takes the count 1-2 now to Murphy. And that is a foul tip into the glove, and that is a strikeout. So one down as Murphy heads back to the dugout, and Tori Barunda over to the right-hand side here. So righty versus righty after, of course, the Lady Tiger lineup starts with 2 from the left side. The pitch will miss a little bit high. 1-0 to Barunda. Again, it was an 11-0 6-inning game on Tuesday that the Lady Tigers came away with the win. Runner on second with 1 down. Here's the pitch. And that's going to skip away from the catcher to the backstop, and eventually tracking it down is Pacheco. But Cunningham moves up to third on the wild pitch. 2-0 the count here to Tori Barunda. And Bianca Herrera, she's a little bit slower in her between pitches. Usually in softball, the pitchers are a little bit quicker, but she takes a bit more time. A little bit more like baseball as the pitch misses high, 3-0. Everybody's got to have their routine that works best for them, and already picked up a strikeout in this inning. See if Tori's swinging here on 3-0. In the motion, here's the pitch. She's taking, and that'll miss. It'll be a walk. So Barunda draws the bases on balls, and it'll be Kayla Lunar coming to the plate. Swing and a miss and a steal attempt. The Lady Tigers are going to send the runner home from third, and she's going to slide in underneath the tag. Now going on to third is Tori Barunda, and the Lady Tigers send Barunda to second on the steal. They got Pacheco to throw to second, but it looked like Gadsden was ready for that. They had the fielder in front of the bag to come back home with it, and just the throw didn't get there in time. Brandy was able to slide in underneath the tag. It was a pretty bang-bang play, but the Lady Tigers get it on a stolen base and have Barunda at third. It's 0-1 to Kayla Lunar. Basically switching places there. More importantly, Lady Tigers have a 1-0 lead. At the letters, evens up the count at 1-1. This is hit in the air, center field. It will be, no, not caught. It could have been a play out there in center field for Anchondo, but she just, I don't know, she lost it sun's really not out at the moment, so just lost it. She was trying to bring it with her glove, and I'm going to go ahead and give the double and the RBI there to Kayla. She nearly knocked that out of the park to deep center field, so Tori comes in and scores, and Alamogordo takes a quick 2-0 lead, and it'll bring up Shauna Williams to the plate. Shauna settles in from the right-hand side here. Now she sometimes hits from the left hand, but this season's seen her more on this side. Looking to bunt, brings it back, pitch misses. Counts 1-0. Oh, and now he's going to switch sides. She's going to switch sides. Okay. So Shauna will go around the left-hand side. Looking to bunt and lays it down, but can't keep it fair as it'll go to the right side batter's box and out of play. 1-1. And she's going to switch back to the other side here. All right. I don't know if I've seen this too much. I softball more than baseball. I've seen it, but to kind of switch one side to the other, or maybe just to get her some routine on both ends. Pitch misses high. Looks like she's going to stay at the right-hand side this time. 2-1 with a runner on second, 1 out, and the Lady Tigers leading 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Herrera into her motion, and this is lined and into the outfield, and will get all the way out to the wall. Runner will score. Shauna's going to head to second. She will stop there with a stand-up double, and 3 doubles in the inning for the Lady Tigers, and 3 runs brought home as Kayla Lunar scores. And the Lady Tigers off to a good start here, leading 3-0. Kendall Lunar to come to the plate now. First baseman will get her first tries here against Bianca Herrera. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Kendall. Ariana Carrera would be due up next for the Lady Tigers. Shauna stands over at second base. And the wind of the pitch. This is popped up. Looks like it's going to stay in play. Foul territory, and it's going to drop. Wasn't real quick movement over there to the spot by the third baseman, Molina. Unable to make the play. Does take it 0-2 now on Kendall Lunar, though. Quick touch of the dirt for Herrera. Wipes it off on her pant leg and then looks in for the sign. 0-2. Outside it misses. Couldn't get Kendall to chase. And it takes it 1-2. 1 down and a runner on second. 3 runs already home for the Lady Tigers. 1-2, and a ground ball and a base hit. They'll sneak through into the outfield. They're going to send the runner home, and it gets through the left fielder all the way to the wall as Kendall will find herself at third on the error. Now, I think we'll give Kendall a single there, and got to be an E7 there. But RBI certainly counts, as that was easy for Shonda to come in and score on that play. And it'll be a runner on third with one out, and now a 4-0 lead for Alamogordo. Pitch is high. 1-0. It's Carrera. She's the designated player, and she's hitting for Valerie Contreras, who's in the flex position today. One O's in the dirt. Good job by Pacheco to keep in front of that. 2-0. Again, a righty versus righty here, with Carrera in the box. Miranda Billings waits in the on-deck circle. So just one out in the inning. 2-0. And this is hit in the air to center field. That is caught, and tagging up and coming in and scoring will be Kendall Lunar, and a sac fly RBI for Ariana Carrera. There is 2 outs, and the Lady Tigers take a 5-0 lead. You know, the wind's starting to pick up considerably more, blown in from center field here, with Billings, the lefty, coming to the plate. The base is empty now. Lady Tigers haven't had more than, actually, one time they've had more than one player on. It's been kind of a strange inning. They haven't gotten the bases loaded or 2 on, or it's just been one hit after another. Pitch misses to Billings. The count's 1-0. High, it misses, and 2-0. Again, pitch is high and away, and it goes 3-0 here to Miranda Billings. And she can just be patient here, see if Herrera is able to get one over the plate on her. And we'll be all the way to the number 9 hitter, Casey Bowman, if Billings gets on. There for a called strike. Billings was looking to bunt. I think she brought the bat back in time, just location got the called strike on her, and so it goes 3-1. Three-one pitch misses high, and Billings will draw the second walk of the inning. Inning started with a double from Brandy Cunningham. She eventually would come around and score on a stolen base. Taylor Murphy struck out. It was a walk for Tori Barunda. Barunda would steal second. That would allow Cunningham to come in. Then it was Kayla Lunar with a RBI double. Shauna Williams followed that with another RBI double, RBI single for Kendall Lunar. Sacrifice fly RBI from Carrera. And just the walk, and now Casey Bowman will come to the plate to try to keep the inning going. She'll get in front of that pitch. Billings looking to steal, and she's going to slide in just before the tag. So Billings gets a stolen base. And the count will be 0-1 on Casey Bowman. 2 down, now runner in scoring position for the Lady Tigers here in the bottom of the first. Already 5 across the plate. One's in the dirt and nearly got away from Pacheco, but she gathers in. Runner stays at second. One will miss high. 2-1. Herrera hasn't been missing pitches by a whole lot, but just that little bit has been making this inning more difficult for her when she's tried to get in the strike zone. Lady Tigers have been able to take advantage, and the ones that she's just missed, Almo's shown some good patience so far. 2-1. Ground ball towards third, and that's going to get through. Base hit. They will send the runner home. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and an RBI double for Casey Bowman. And the Lady Tigers have batted around here in the first inning. And we'll get back to Brandy Cunningham, who led off the inning with a double. And it's now a 6-0 Alamogordo lead. 2 down. And outside, the pitch misses. 1-0 to Cunningham, batting from the left-hand side. It's been defensive miscues that have really plagued Gadsden as well. Just not making solid plays on a few of these. A couple in the outfield where, you know, it's a ground ball that's coming right to the infielder and it gets past her. Over at third base, kind of the same thing. Just didn't get the glove down to the ground quick enough. So it's been little things like that that have really hurt Gadsden here in this game. And that's called strike. 2-1. We saw one that was hit deep to center field that was also misplayed. Off the end of the bat, ground ball to short. Good aggressive play by Salcido. She'll toss on to first, and the inning is over. So the Lady Tigers send up 11 to the plate. They come up with 5 hits, 6 runs, 1 Gadsden error, and the Lady Tigers lead 6-0. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. First pitch to begin this second inning is fouled off by Nayeli Molina. And she falls behind the count 0-1, number 5 hitter for the Lady Panthers. 6-0 Alamogordo in front. And the pitch misses outside. The count evens up here at 1-1. That's fouled off up the first base side and evens up the count here at 1-2. Pitch is high, 2-2. That's in there for a called strike 3. As Valerie Contreras picks up her first strikeout. Sorry, just chuckling at the punch-out call for the home plate umpire. Well, I don't even know how to describe it. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1. It's Miley Munoz coming to the plate, her first try. That's in the dirt. Count will even up here at 1-1. One out. 1-1 is over the outside corner for a strike. Goes to 1-2. Now a miss on the 1-2, just two side. And the count goes to 2-2 now. And a strikeout for Valerie Contreras, 2 down, as she gets Munoz to swing and miss. And a couple of strikeouts here in the inning for Valerie Contreras. She winds and deals, and in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. As Crystal Holguin comes to the plate, the right fielder, gets her first try. Hits this in the air to right field. Could be playable. It's going to be a foul ball as it drops in play, but nobody able to get to it in time. And there's a called strike 3. And the inning is over just like that. Striking out the side is Valerie Contreras. And an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Tigers. And Alamogordo still leads 6-0. We go to the bottom of the second, and you're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
The Winner's Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winner's Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winner's Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 in the bottom of the second inning with Alamogordo in front 6-0. Alamo sent 10 up to the plate last inning, not 11. Misspoke there. As Taylor Murphy comes to the plate. She struck out in her first at-bat, and she squares around to bunt to start, brings it back, and the pitch is low and away. And she gets ahead in the count here, 1-0. 2-3-4 due up in the order for the Lady Tigers. Murphy, then Barunda, and then Lunar. Taylor, one of only 2 to not have a hit in that first run through the order. And she's going to watch this one hop to the catcher. She gets ahead 2-0. I'll take that back. Walks for Tori and for Miranda Billings. Bianca Herrera. One in the pitch. And she gets that over for a called strike. 2-1. Almas well high, jumping out of her stance and snatching that is the catcher Pacheco. 3-1. Herrera winds and deals and misses high, and that'll be a 5-pitch walk to Murphy. And Tori Barunda will come to the plate. She walked and scored, picked up a stolen base in the first inning. Barunda looking over to Coach Ronnie Reyes in the third base box. We'll see if they're thinking hit and run or if Taylor's going to be just running regardless here on this. And it's a bunt. Runner goes. Herrera with the throw to first. That one's not going to be in time. Didn't put a whole lot on it. That's kind of a... She had to throw overhand there, and it really didn't get over to first base at all. And she's got good velocity when she's throwing underhand to the hitters, but wished threw that one overhand and did not get there. So it'll be a bunt single for Barunda. It moves Murphy all the way around to third. And it's like the Gadsden coach coming out maybe, I think it was maybe asking if Taylor got a head start there and didn't or left the bag too early. But no big argument and no change to what's going on out there, so it's first and third. And we'll see if the Lady Tigers try what they did in the first inning, sending Tori from first and bringing that runner home from third. They'll send Tori, swing and a miss. They'll throw out to second. They will not get the runner there, and coming in and scoring easily is Taylor Murphy. So both pick up stolen bases, and we've got a runner on second and a 7-0 lead. As it's 1-1, the pitch misses. Kayla Lunar, an RBI double and a run scored in the first inning. And this is hit high in the air, shallow left field. And coming on and making a nice play out there is Amiley Munoz. So it'll be the first out of the inning. Shauna Williams comes to the plate, RBI double, run scored in the first inning. Looking to bunt, can't make contact. The runner's going to go to third without a throw. It got off the catcher's glove for Pacheco. So Barunda's at third now with one out, and the wind is really starting to pick up pretty good. Kind of shifting from coming in from center field to coming in from right center field, but it definitely, on fly balls, it'll definitely make an impact, whether it's difficult for the hitters or if a well-hit ball maybe gets kept in the park on something like that. That's a called strike. And 0-2 now to Shauna. In the dirt. Checo took that on one hop well, 1-2. May have, I think it's away from her, may have kept a run from coming in and scoring. Runner on third with one down. And lined and just over the glove of the second baseman into the outfield. And a base hit as Shauna Williams picks up her second RBI of the afternoon. And that brings in Tori Barunda. She scores her second run of the day. Brings up Kendall Lunar. RBI single back in the first. Looking to bunt, brings it back. Runners headed towards second. Shauna doesn't slide and does get in before the tag. So another stolen base for the Lady Tigers. They have been very aggressive on the base pass in this game. Shauna kind of stretching out after that run. Looks like she's okay. Pitches at the eyes. Count evens at 1-1. Where it comes set, here's the wind of the pitch. Ground ball right back to the middle off the pitcher's glove into the outfield. And round in third and heading home easily on the RBI single for Kendall Lunar is Shauna Williams, and Alamogordo leads 9-0. And I think you've got a 10-run mercy rule after 5. I think it's 15 after 3. Certainly edging close to that with a 9-0 lead here in the second. And a swing and a miss. Catcher has it skip away from her glove, and the runner is up to second, so a stolen base for Kendall Lunar. And Carrera behind the count 0-1. And, well, she squared around a bunt. If she just brought it back, that pitch was up at her eyes, and she reached up and got a piece of it and fouled it off, 0-2. She thought that she had left the bat out there too long. She was going to get a called strike anyway, but puts her in an 0-2 hole, and runner on second for Carrera. Now she hits this well to left field. It will get past the outstretched glove of Munoz, and it'll bring in 1 run. Carrera's going to try to head to third here. The throw was in time. The tag, though, came down not in time. And so give Ariana an RBI triple there. It's just good hustle to get around the base pass. She had a double easily and found her way into third. So the Lady Tigers lead 10-0 now. Pitch is well high. Wow, what a great job by Herrera. Oh, and then a misplay by the third baseman. That was a great play by Pacheco, and she had caught Carrera away from the bag at third, and when she threw it to third, it went off the glove of the third baseman and ends up allowing the run to come in and score. What a shame, because Pacheco, I mean, she got some air jumping out of her stance to just get to that pitch and almost caught the Lady Tigers sneaking away from the bag there a little bit and just didn't work out. So it's now 11-0. And the pitch is outside, missing to Miranda Billings, or 2-0 now the count. And she gets a piece of it, sends it foul out of play up the third base side. 2-1. Miranda walked and scored in the first inning. This is the 7th hitter of the second for Alamogordo. Casey Bowman in the on-deck circle for the Lady Tigers. The 2-1. And she slaps this to left field. Base hit. Good solid hitting there from Casey. Just, I think what she was trying to do on the last pitch, just poked it out to the opposite field. And Casey Bowman coming to the plate. And we got time called as Pacheco's going to go out and talk to her pitcher, Herrera. And now the entire infield is going to come in and chat things over. Pitch is high, runner goes, and that throw will get behind the bag to the second baseman. Another stolen bag for the Lady Tigers. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stolen bases for the Lady Tigers in just the 2 innings of work. High, it misses. I've just been impressed with Alyssa Pacheco behind home plate. She's had to really move out of her stance quickly in a lot of these spots and made some good plays. And that'll come inside, and that will hit off the leg of Bowman, and first hit by pitch of the game. Puts runners on first and second, and we're back to the top of the order for the Lady Tigers. As Brandy Cunningham will come to the plate. And I think we're going to get a courtesy runner for Bowman, who's the catcher. I think I heard 16 for 15. I think that's right. Okay, Kylie Williams, number 18. Those yellow numbers in the white jerseys are pretty much impossible to read from, especially the suns on it. So Cunningham comes in. The runners on first and second. And bunt laid down. That's a beautiful one right in front of home plate. Pacheco got up and got the throw to first. That's going to be, I don't know if they got the runner there. Now they're going to overthrow to third. One run has already come in and scored, so they did not get the runner at first. She is safe. Cunningham's going to get to second. So it's a safe call at first. And Cunningham moved on to second base on the play, and so 2 runs come in. And now we're going to see the Gadsden coach come out, and I thought that they had tagged Brandy coming by. Kind of hard to tell. There's a flag right here my way where the first baseman was going to reach over and try to get her, but I guess she didn't get the tag in time. And so a bunt goes for 2 runs for the Lady Tigers. We'll give 1 RBI there to Brandy. The other one came on the error. 13-0 now, Alamogordo. And it's Taylor Murphy up again. Want to know the count to her. She walked and scored earlier in the inning. Pitch is high. Over the top of her head, 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. And couldn't spot that. A little high, it looked like, on Murphy. 3-1. That's low and skips away from Pacheco to the backstop. Run will advance to third. Murphy gets over to first, and she will hold there. So another walk for Taylor. Runners in the corners, and they don't send Murphy here in this spot. One note to Torrey. Swing and a miss as she goes after one. The runner will advance to second. They again throw out to second. I don't know why they don't just eat those, but I guess they're trying to get the runners trying to steal. But Alamo's done that, I think, 3 or 4 times. And each time Alamo has brought a run in on those plays. So Taylor moves up to second on the play. Torrey's kind of went after one up and away. And that one misses in almost the same spot, 2-1, but she lays off this time around. And it is 14-0 Alamo, and I believe if Alamo scores one more, and this is high in the air and foul at the third base side, evens up the count 2-2, that if Alamo scores one more run here in the inning, that this would end after the top of the third. In the air again. This one will be playable, though. It will, though, drop in foul territory. Look like Munoz didn't get a huge jump on that, and it'll drop in front of her out in foul territory in left field. So it'll stay 2-2 with a runner on second. So just one down in the inning for the Lady Tigers. It came on a pop-out by Kayla Lunar, and she's in the on-deck circle right now. Lady Tigers that have sent 11 up this inning. It'll, barring a double play, it'll be at least 12. That's in the dirt, and it goes 3-2 now on Torrey. By the way, down in Gadsden, they've started things 3-1. Alamogordo leads. That's in the bottom of the third inning, and as you'd expect, there's a huge crowd on hand there, having memorial services for Beto Romero, and a lot of folks have turned out to support Gadsden baseball today. High and away it misses, and they threw out the second as Murphy had kind of taken a few steps away from the bag at second, went into the outfield, but no advancement for the Lady Tigers. So it'll be first and second with another walk for Torrey Barunda. And brings up Kayla Lunar. RBI double back in the first. She popped out earlier here in the second inning. And this is ripped to left field over the head of Munoz to the wall. One run will score at least. I think they're going to hold in third. They are Barunda, so she'll stop there. But it's another double for Kayla Lunar. Another RBI double for Kayla Lunar as Murphy comes in and scores. And it'll bring up Shauna Williams, who's got a couple of RBIs, a double and a single today, and has runners on second and third with Alamogordo now leading 15-0. Pitch is high, and it's going to get away from the catcher to the backstop. She had to try to jump out of her stance again to get to that, but it was out of her reach. Just glanced off the top of her glove, and another run comes in on a wild pitch.
Tigers will take on Texas Tech in the Final Four tomorrow night. Michigan State's Tom Izzo will be coaching a Final Four team for the 8th time in his career.
The count now,
experience helps, but at this stage, the experience is that all those other coaches figured out how to win 4 games in a row under some incredible pressure. They've done it before, and they've already shown their colors, so I don't think it's as big as I wish it was. I wish it was really big. I'd feel better when I sleep at night.
Michigan State has captured 1 national title under Tom Izzo back in 2000. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reports that Vanderbilt has agreed on a 6-year deal with Jerry Stackhouse to be the new head coach of the Commodores. Stackhouse has spent 2 years as an NBA assistant, played 18 NBA seasons after starring at North Carolina. Women's Final Four getting set to tip off in Tampa with Oregon facing Baylor, followed by Notre Dame against UConn. Both games are on ESPN2. Future Hall of Famer Dwayne Wade told ESPN's Rachel Nichols that he plans to seek therapy to handle his retirement from the NBA following the Heat season. The NBA doubleheader at the top of the hour on ESPN
and
TV
it's the outfield for a base knock.
With the Celtics
RBI again for Shauna Williams, and she's going to turn the corner and go to second.
Baseball,
that got all the way to the wall. Again, it got underneath the glove and stopped for a second. She was going to try to come home. Boy,
2-run single in the 7th. Now second baseman Dee Gordon leaving with a groin injury.
Shauna Williams.
The Los Angeles Dodgers head out on their first road trip of the season this weekend when they head to Colorado to face the Rockies. Coverage begins tomorrow and Sunday at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Presented by Indeed.
Hey, it's Trey Wingo. Thanks for listening to ESPN Radio on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Ground ball right back up the middle, base hit and RBI. Alamogordo will take an 18-0 lead.
Welcome to Spain and Fitz
on ESPN Radio. There on this play. Needed an easy run to come in. So 18-0, and Ariana Carrera will come to the plate.
ESPN app, Sirius XM channel 80. Sarah Spain, Jason Goff filling in on this Friday night. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. Some breaking news from ESPN's Todd Archer. Cowboys agreed to a 5-year, $105 million deal with defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence. $65 million of it guaranteed, that according to a source. Cowboys spending some cash.
Big money on the defensive edge rusher. For a guy who, let's face it, I mean, it's hard to have the name DeMarcus and play for the Cowboys and live up to those expectations, but he has. So congratulations to him and his family.
And this hit high in the air to left field. This is carrying. This is
Tank.
Over the fence for a home run. Ariana Carrera goes yard for a 2-run jack. And the Lady Tigers now lead 20-0.
Gun ranges, if I remember it correctly.
No. That was Olin Kreutz and Fred Miller.
That's right.
Yeah, Tank Johnson's friend got murdered at a club here in Chicago.
Right.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah. There was something involving guns. I was mixing up 2 stories about
it. Looks like the discussion was on Ronnie Reyes and the home plate umpire.
Exactly. Literally, don't take anything I say today was 100% accurate. I might be full of it. And by full of it, I mean the poop I stepped in when I was out this morning. It's time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Best phones, best networks, no contracts. As we mentioned, Women's Final Four starting right now on ESPN2. Baylor and Oregon. We'll keep you updated on that game. But let's get to the men's Final Four storyline. We've done a lot of breaking down of the matchups over the week. We've had some great guests on to tell us why, which team is going to upset another and on and on. But I'm kind of interested in storylines. The prevailing narrative surrounding the Final Four remains what a loss to have Duke not be in it, and UNC. Where's the sizzle? Where's the excitement? Where's the Zion we were all hoping for? So instead of regurgitating that, let's take the next step forward. What is the best storyline remaining? Of the 4 teams that we've got, Texas Tech, Auburn, Michigan State, and UVA, which has the best storyline if they go on to win it all? What's your take?
I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me on this one, and that's fine for me. But if Zion Williamson hadn't been Zion Williamson this year, the National Player of the Year might be the Michigan State point guard, Cassius Winston. And the fact that he looks like any dude that you can run into at any local YMCA or at your local pickup game on Sunday or Saturday morning is even more so.
Score down in
Gadsden
a testament to
basketball. I remember when Dustin Pedroia won the MVP as a Boston Red Sox. He's 5'0", 100-0. It's like, look at the everyman sport. You could still play this and not have the crazy measurables. You can't be that in the NFL, really, unless unless you're Tom Brady, and that's once in a lifetime. Cassius Winston, in a game where we've probably seen the most athletic player that we've seen in
even at 1-1 on Madrid.
In Zion Williamson in college basketball, this dude just keeps finding a way to win with a team that has been beat up as any team in all of college basketball, with 3 of their top 8 out of the rotation that have suffered injuries. And it doesn't matter because he finds a way to control the pace. He finds a way to hit old man buckets.
Count goes 2-1.
And the thing is,
20-0
if he comes back next year, he's not going to increase his athleticism or increase his speed. Like, he can get a little bit in better shape, but for the measurable side of it, he is what he's going to be at the pro level if he's going to be a pro at all. I think that's the most interesting storyline for me because I've been watching him all year long and seen him battle with Carson Edwards and Ethan Happ and those boys in the Big Ten, and he's come out on top. And he wasn't even a highly recruited player. He was just a winner in high school who, every time he went up against a really good player in the city of Detroit in the state of Michigan, he just outplayed him, and he continues to do that. So for me, it's Cassius Winston, the everyman basketball player who might cut down the nets on Monday night.
I think there are people that would agree with you for other reasons that Michigan State is the best storyline. Now, Cassius Winston is, of course, one of them. And if you're trying to base what you find most interesting on the player you most want to watch, Cassius Winston is probably the top overall player left in this field of Final Four teams. He can score basically at will. He's shooting over 40% from 3. He's got the nation's second best assist rate. He's effectively minimized his turnovers and become a very complete player that's led this team, like you mentioned, in the face of a lot of injuries. Defenses have focused on him, and he's been able to play well through that. In addition to that, if you aren't just looking for the player that you want to zero in on, you've got a coach in Tom Izzo that has the biggest name of the ones remaining, and you've got a Michigan State team that from the very beginning of the season to now has been one of the favorites, one that many argued should have been a #1 seed. Many said that they were done dirty by being in the same division, same region as Duke, and instead of falling to Duke and playing out the narrative many expected, then people started arguing Duke was done dirty as a #1 that had to try to go through Michigan State. They've also played the toughest schedule of the 4 teams that are remaining, so it won't feel like a fluke if they win. You'll feel like perhaps after seeing some of the upsets that we tend to like early and maybe not so much later in the tournament,
well, did they eventually get on the bag? I think no, they're going to stay safe. They never had possession of the softball. Man, that's a tough one for the shortstop. Salcido made a nice play because she could never really gather it in, and then
and everybody having their referendum.
The second baseman was in there as well, Mendoza. They were almost kind of fighting for the softball, and nobody ever really got possession.
Tom Izzo is a likable figure who's had some unlikable moments over the last couple of years. But when you think about it, in this modern generation, if you're a kid, let's say 24 or younger, you have no recollection of Bobby Knight.
And
so Tom Izzo is kind of the Bobby Knight for this generation of coaches.
To come out,
it's interesting to watch him do his thing.
The shortstop had
who the best player is in this tournament.
Had it in her glove and had it on the bag.
But in this Final Four is either on Virginia or on Texas Tech. And Virginia's DeAndre Hunter hasn't had the tournament that he probably would have hoped for.
Sure,
Kyle Guy and Ty Jerome, by the way, Ty Jerome, one of the Reggie Cleveland All-Stars. I'm sure when Ty Jerome walks into any job situation after filling out the application, they're not going to expect that guy to sit down.
Well, first of all, he'd have to get called in. So.
Don't do that to him.
The EEOC idea is that they never really had
possession. It's the research. It's not me. It's the research.
Men named Ty Jerome are getting jobs these days. It's a new day. Haven't you heard? All that is over.
Yeah. Obama fixed it. No, I want to get into Virginia because actually it's Sarah Spain, Jason Goffgoff filling in for Fitz on ESPN Radio. You can always give us your thoughts, by the way. 1-800-Flowers.com Twitter feed at Sarah Spain, at Jason Goff, at Spain and Fitz. Let us know the best storyline of the Final Four. For me, it actually is Virginia. So I understand your point about Michigan, the big-name coach, one of the remaining superstar players, and the feeling that they've start to finish been one of the best. Virginia actually has been, according to Ken Pom, the best team. Pre-tournament, during the tournament, they have had a couple of very close calls, and that's likely to happen when you depend on pace the way that they do. But I think the difference for this Virginia team from previous iterations of Tony Bennett squads is the fact that when they do need to put the pedal to the metal and step on the gas, they can do it, and that's because they don't depend on one guy. You mentioned DeAndre Hunter, who hasn't really played up to his best, but you combine him with Guy and Jerome, and you've got a core that the 3 of them are all shooting better than 43% from the field, better than 40% from deep, and the defense of that team has always held them down. So when you go against a Texas Tech team that's, all about defense, And you expect them to be able to. I'm sorry, an Auburn team. That's all about three-pointers.
Speed them up. Yeah,
exactly.
Really
that's all about three-pointers. That's all about speeding up. That's all about trying to create turnovers. You're not going to get that against Virginia. They play too fundamental. They play too solid. And I think that this team has the best storyline, even if aesthetically you don't want to see them play 2 more games, because they had that awful, terrible first-round upset last year, and throughout the entirety of this tournament, every game they've played, people haven't really believed in them. It's been...
Sorry, in the double play there, folks. ESPN radio was coming over us. A walk for Brandy Cunningham, and the pitch will miss. I don't know, get there in right at the belt to Taylor Murphy, her 3rd at-bat of the inning. 0-1, bases loaded here. Alamo up 20-0. High, it misses. Count evens at 1. Lady Tigers will obviously come away with the win here. We'll play one more after this. Swing and a miss from Murphy. 1-2. I've seen some pretty good pitches at times from Herrera, just obviously the consistency, and hasn't been backed up especially well defensively. And that's going to take a couple of hops back to the catcher. Two and two the count here to Murphy. And Murphy is going to send this high in the air, right center field. It is caught in center. And the Lady Tigers will eventually tag up. It was kind of a late tag, but the runner will come in and score. So sac fly RBI for Taylor Murphy. 2 down. And Tori Barunda will come to the plate. That was Miranda Billings, who came in and scored. I think she replaced Haley Madrid on the base paths. So you've got Bowman still at second. And Cunningham at first. And that'll hop back to the catcher. 1-0 to Barunda. That's a little high. Still first and second, but there is 2 down here. Hansen trying to finally get out of this inning. Barunda's going to rip this one up the third base line, but too far in front of it, and she'll get a 2-1 count coming up next. Lady Tigers, this is the 20th hitter of the inning here. Ground ball to short. Salcido has a go off her glove. She recovers, throws to first, but that will not be in time. And Tori Barunda reaches on the error. And Kayla Lunar will come to the plate. Kayla's already got a couple of doubles, a couple of RBIs in the game. And that'll be in there for a called strike. I think Kayla thought that might have been a little high, but still plenty of the at-bat here to go. 0-1. High and away. And they'll toss back over to first. Kind of surprised that Torrey had a lead where that was pretty close play on the pickoff throw. Just not really anywhere for her to go with a runner on second, but obviously trying to stay active on the base pass if something gets in play here. And this is lined to left center field. That'll get down and all the way to the wall. 2 runs already home and through. No, 2 runs home, not 3. So 2 RBI double for Kayla Lunar. She comes away with her 3rd double of the day. Barunda advances over to 3rd. It was Cunningham and Bowman that come in and score. And actually, we need to give that run to, or both of the runs actually, to, it was Kylie Williams. And so another change for Alamogordo is Carly Carroll will hit. And looks like we're having some trouble with the base out at second as the umpire and Kayla Lunar are working on it. I saw somebody bent over out there. I was a little concerned that maybe Kayla had gotten hurt, but thankfully that's not the case. And the lead is swelled to 23-0 here. And the first pitch to her will miss the letters. 1-0 the count to Carly Carroll. Down runners on second and third. And Alamo, their 22nd hitter of the inning. Called strike, evens up the count at 1-1. Got where Valerie Contreras is going to be a little cold going out there and pitching. She hasn't been out pitching for, I'd say, about 30 minutes or so as it misses high. Two-one, lays off again. And it goes 3-1 now. And a 3-1 just goes all the way to the backstop. It's going to be an easy walk. That was well away there from the hitter, and if we're going to see a different hitter for Kendall Lunar, I think Kendall's going to head back to the dugout, and we'll see a different hitter here for the Lady Tigers. And it'll be number 22, Rosabella Gonzalez will come to the plate. That's in there for a called strike to Gonzalez. 0-1. And a ground ball to short. Toss on to second, and the inning is finally over. So the Lady Tigers leading 23-0. 16 runs come in for the Lady Tigers. And we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
White Sands Motorsports has the next generation of accessible high-performance Can-Ams. 2- or 4-seat, 120-horsepower Maverick X3 Turbo. The Maverick X3's intensity comes from a mix of performance-driven mechanical and structural design. From its signature LEDs to its advanced cockpit, the rugged wheels and tires, and a stunning suspension, take your family and friends farther than ever with the Maverick X3. Pick yours up or take a test drive at White Sands Motorsports, 21070 Highway 70 West on the Holloman Highway. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. Top of 3 as the pitch misses down and in to Bianca Herrera. She is the number 8 hitter. And again, Alamo has to get through this inning, and this one will be finished up with in the first half of the doubleheader. Can't spot the fastball in the outside half, and it's 2-0. I wonder for Valerie Contreras, who hasn't thrown in quite a while because of that long second inning. Soft little pop-up right to the circle, and easy play for Valerie Contreras, and there's one down. That'll bring up Darlene Anchondo. Anchondo starting center fielder. Swing and a miss on the first offering from Contreras, 0-1. That'll be in the dirt. Evens up the count here at 1-1. So we'll play another one after this, and hopefully we'll see one a bit more competitive than what we got here in the first game. And there for a called strike, 1-2. Couldn't spot it on the outside corner that time for the punch out. Evens up the count at 2-2. Fouled off and off the screen. Keeps the count even at 2-2. Alyssa Pacheco, the catcher in the on-deck circle. She's due up next. And this will be squibbed up the first base line, but it'll go foul. And this is hit in the air. Center field, Shauna Williams. She jogs up to it, makes the grab. And that's 2 down. And the Lady Tigers just need one more out to pick up the first win here in the doubleheader. So Alyssa Pacheco will come to the plate. And down and in it comes, and 1-0 as she limbos out of the way. And a little ground ball that'll sneak past Contreras, but get to Murphy. Murphy throw on to first, and that'll do it, and that should end our game here. All right, so 23-0 the final. We'll come back and wrap up the first game. Keep right here.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
The Winner's Circle is renovating, and you can save on in-stock merchandise now. Select items starting at 30% off. Get your Alamogordo Tiger gear, shirts, hats, and more. Also save on Tularosa Wildcats and Cloud Crown Bears items. The Winner's Circle will close April 16th through the 23rd for the renovation. Sale ends on April 15th. The Winner's Circle, Outfitters of Champions, 1201 10th Street, 437-9373.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking for high-quality, factory-authorized service for your ATV or motorcycle? Check out White Sands Motorsports. Our experienced service technicians ready to provide you with fast, efficient service on your sport vehicle. Whether it's a brand new purchase or your daily driver, White Sands Motorsports provides estimates, warranty work, safety inspections, and of course customizations to fit your personality. White Sands Motorsports will help you maintain your investment. 21070 Highway 70 West in Alamogordo. Call 437-8189 to schedule an appointment today.
You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. First game's over with 23-0. Almost too many stats to go through. The highlights hitting for the Lady Tigers. Ariana Carrera, 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs, a triple and a home run. She had a sac fly as well. Kayla Lunar had 4 RBIs. She had 3 doubles on the day. Kendall Lunar also with 3 RBIs. So did Shauna Williams have that. So pretty good day there for the Lady Tigers. They did give up 1 hit back in the first inning. And so Valerie Contreras otherwise threw a shutout in 3 innings of work. So we'll come back. Second game will come around. We'll send you to ESPN for a little while and then come right back here to the softball complex. Game 23 and Gadsden nothing. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
The biggest names.
Russell Westbrook still cooking from 3.
And the biggest games.
Breakaway for George. And a stop.
Suffering from tunnel vision, never looking back. You already know it's gonna be good. NBA Sunday Showcase. Thunder Timberwolves. Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on ABC. And streaming live on the ESPN app. Presented by Mountain Dew Ice.
Hey y'all, we're taking the Marty Party to a whole new level with the Marty Smith's America podcast. I thought I went to the ACC tournament because Zion Williamson was the show. That is not the case at all. He was a show. He was not the only show. I also saw this person, the Red Panda.
Is this the first time you've seen her in person?